Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No.
No.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. Man, this is so hard. Anyway, I just want to let everyone know, good morning, good morning. I'm wearing a dress that I don't know if you guys remember season 1. This is called Scuba Steve.
Yes.
It's a reference, it's scuba material, remember this?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that? You remember this?
Yeah.
I love it. I
Thank
would
you.
totally wear something from season 1 if I could fit any of that.
That's why it's
been 7
baggy.
years.
That's why it's baggy. Anyway, good tribute there. But welcome to DBL. We're just 6 days away from the presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump as both candidates prepare for this crucial test. Some recent polls show that Harris is in the lead, although they are all within the margin of error. Trump is dismissing the polls and insists he's actually leading. Let's take a look.
You know, we're leading in the polls, and it looks close, but I think in the end it's not going to be a close election.
Meantime, this election is a little different because of all the fake and AI-generated images, like this fake ad that actually appeared at bus stops in Philadelphia, which is a major swing city and a swing state. It showed Harris in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform, holding a football, claiming she's the official candidate of the team.
We haven't quite tackled that technology yet.
Yeah,
it's like a 4-year-old did it right before class.
Microsoft Word borders.
Horrible.
Now, the Eagles confirmed the ad was fake. Then there's Elon Musk, who posted this AI-generated image of Kamala Harris on his own platform. Now, it shows Harris as a communist wearing a red uniform with the hammer and sickle on the hat. And he said, can you believe she actually wore this or something like that? So what do we think of all these polls and the fake images? Do they really matter? I also want to point out a very famous one we've seen of Taylor Swift. I think we have that one. This was famously put up. And Swifties for Trump. Taylor wants you. And of course, Trump said, I accept, which is all false. I just want to make that clear. What do you think about polls in general? What do you think, Jeff?
I don't believe them myself. You could take whatever you want out of that. But I think all those images we just saw were obviously in jest. I think we could all realize that. But I think there's people out there that do not realize that. That's where the problem lies. Obviously, all those we kind of laugh at or whatever we want to do with that. But here's my thing. If the polls, I don't trust the polls. Here's the main reason. If you outright say, and we've been talking about this forever for the last 4 years, if you outright say you're voting for Trump, it could be a problem for you, like depending on where you work or whatever. So I think a lot of people hold politically, a lot of people speak their opinion, trust me, but a lot of people hold politically what they truly feel inside. So they're like, I'm kind of still undecided, even though they kind of know who they're voting for. Will it be enough to swing the election? I don't know.
I'm with Jeff on the polls.
Talk to me.
Yeah, you can't poll this. You can't poll anything about this. This is
Seems like a T-shirt you would make.
Yeah.
I like a strip club. Yeah. You can't pull this.
It's so unprecedented. Like everything that has happened, from the idea that we went into this candidate or this election thinking that Biden was the candidate, the fact that Kamala and Tim Walz have the shortest presidential campaign in modern history. There is just no way to poll these things. And I think, much like we learned in 2016, the polls really can be not only a hindrance to some people, but also it creates this degree of apathy. So Trump might be right. The polls may not mean anything. Maybe he is leading right now. We don't know. And I think that this is going to be the template for future presidential elections.
Interesting.
I don't know even if they matter.
Right.
I
agree.
I mean, if you talk, let's say the polls were accurate, it doesn't matter. I mean, the Electoral College takes care of almost all of this. You know, when California is going to be blue, lots of Idaho is going to be red. We know which states are going to be red and blue.
It does matter if you need a pivot. Look what happened with Kamala and Biden.
Right.
So I do think with certain cases, it allows the campaigns to readjust.
Yeah.
I will say that, but I'm saying it usually just comes down to a couple of counties, which is like, that would be the really interesting polls, is those few counties in Wisconsin, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's what I would want to see.
I do too. So we're getting our first look at the clip from the biopic about a young Donald Trump, speaking of. It's called The Apprentice. You're not in it. Comes out October 11th, before the election. Let's take a look.
Well, I intend to acquire the Commodore, and I'm planning on making it the best and the finest building in the city, maybe the country, in the world. Judy, in the world. It's going to be the finest building in the world. It's going to be a spectacular hotel, absolutely spectacular, first class. And
that sounds very ambitious. Where do you get the drive? You're still so young, Donald.
I got flair and I'm smart, so I think that's going to make me successful. But I also want to stay humble.
Sorry, Judy. Listen, let's do the rest in person and bring a photographer, okay?
Interesting. So that's Sebastian Stan. What do you guys think about him as Trump the voice? Is it talk to me?
Who put this? I just want to know who put this out. Is this a positive Trump thing, showing his upbringing, or is this to knock Trump down?
Not sure. It's basically a biopic of his beginnings.
I believe it's somebody that traveled with him through a number of different campaign tours. So this is somebody that did experience a lot with Trump, interviewed a lot of people that had once worked with Trump. I don't know if he's going to be biased or not.
Right.
We'll
That's
have to
what I'm
find out.
wondering.
Yeah.
In Hollywood, I'm kind of leaning towards one answer.
The
we'll have to
director's
find
very
out.
reputable, I am also hearing. And
Right. But even if you're a reputable
I'm just letting
director,
you know.
you could have a bias,
For
right, or
sure.
an agenda. But I think at the end of the day, this will either, to Jeff's point, glamorize Trump, humanize Trump, or criminalize Trump.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what people think about that.
And you're going to learn about Roy Cohn a lot, who is the beginning of all of this, leading to Roger Stone, leading to
The
Donald
mentor.
Trump. The mentor. That's The Apprentice. There we go. All right, I do want to ask this real quick because we're not going to be on the air in November.
What?
Oh, I know, Al. We're sunsetting. Who do you think will win the election? Not who do you want
How is this not
to
sponsored
win.
by our sunsetter?
I know. I thought about
back
that
for
so
one.
many times. But who do you think will win? We're going to go around the horn, and we're going to hear from Samantha Shocker. Who do you think will win?
2 months ago, I would have said Trump. Now I say Kamala.
Kamala?
I am happy that we are sunsetting around the horn. That's what I'm happy about. I hope this is the last around the horn.
Oh, it won't be the last, Jeffrey. We have 2 more
you're right.
days.
We have
Come
a
on.
couple other shows. I'm gonna, because I think everyone's gonna say Kamala, I'm gonna say Trump.
Always
I'm
the
going
rebel.
I always bet the underdogs. Give me
Always.
the points and the odds, and I'll take Trump.
You're like Seabiscuit's favorite person. Okay, what do you think?
I'm going to go with Kamala.
Nice. Okay.
Barring some kind of big swing, I'm going to go with Kamala as well. But you never know. If this movie blows up, it might take those apathetic Trump voters and push them there. What do you think?
I think it's Kamala, but I don't think it's in the bag. Everyone's like, oh, it's in the bag. A lot of blue people.
No.
Yeah, they're like jumping up for joy. She is far lower than Hillary was at this point. We have work to do. If you want that, just letting you know it is not in the bag at all. So don't be apathetic.
Is it in the bag?
It's not in the bag. Where's the bag? Coming up on DBL, the NFL divides fans with a new promo featuring the one, the only, T Swift. Plus, is there any truth to this so-called Travis and Taylor breakup contract? And he's got sauce. We're talking about spaghetti sauce, of course. Our interview with Harry Hamlin is coming up next. Yeah, there were a lot. Okay, welcome back to DBL. That was a new promo video for the NFL, which kicks off their season tomorrow night. But if you didn't blink, you might have seen Taylor Swift, who appears in it just 5 times. And just in case you didn't know, she's not a football player. Some NFL fans are not too happy that Taylor's dominating the promo, pointing out she's featured more than any other NFL player.
Yeah,
any other NFL player. What do you think?
I think it's a smart strategy. Jeff, did you know the NFL started tomorrow?
Did I? Yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
I didn't.
Sam didn't.
I didn't.
And they're trying to get Sam to watch.
Yep.
They know we're going to watch. And so the idea of letting the NFL, letting the Taylor Swift fans know, remember this thing you liked last year? It's starting again tomorrow. I think it's brilliant. Associate the biggest brand on the planet with your brand. Why would you not do that?
Anyone have objections?
No, I was just thinking, I'm a season ticket holder, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Jeff, you don't have any problems with this being a, football guy?
Listen, I have bigger problems to worry about. If you're upset about a commercial where you could barely even see Taylor Swift, man, you need to get off the internet or whatever you're doing. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Sam, what do you think?
No, I agree with Al. I think it's a brilliant marketing strategy. I think the most football games I've ever watched since I was a kid was last year because Taylor Swift and my daughter wanted to get a peek of Taylor Swift. So it became a family event. So I think it's, at the end of the day,
Did you
it's a business.
like watching the game besides looking
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. I mean, I grew up watching the Niners with my dad. Bang, bang, Niner
There we
gang,
go. I
but
knew
it
she was
kind of
getting
ended there.
Well, speaking of Taylor, her romance with Travis Kelce is a love story. Oh, I like that many think could be a Hollywood movie. Check this out, though. The movie. These fake PR documents, these are fake. They went viral yesterday, and it suggests the two are going to break up on September 28th. The documents were a PR strategy for how Travis should respond to manage and mitigate the fallout. Travis's PR agency responded, saying they were entirely false and fabricated and were not created, issued, or authorized. Well, these documents are clearly fake. One of Travis's publicists has admitted to setting up so-called showmances before and even co-wrote a book about it.
Right.
Sorry, Tori. I'm just checking to see when the when the Chiefs play the Broncos, so I can put my.
Oh, yes.
So, January 5th, so I can put my tickets up before they break up.
You don't think it's happening? What do you think? Anybody believe? I mean, what is this?
I don't know. Everything that we see on television is scripted. To some, what do you think this is all like? I mean, if they are going to break up, I think there should be a strategy in place for both of them to maintain their public image because they have huge public images. So there should be a strategy. They pay a company to do that, to strategize their life, depending on which lane they want to talk about.
I think it may have started as a showmance, possibly. I'm not saying it did. I think Taylor Swift doesn't need to have a showmance. I don't think Travis Kelce cares about a showmance, to be honest with you. But even if it were set up initially, which is nothing out of the norm when it comes to Hollywood celebrities, I think they genuinely are in love. I don't think you can fake that. I wouldn't want to be stuck with someone in Europe because it's a showmance.
Well, if you're going to be stuck somewhere.
You're saying a penthouse in Dubai is not the worst prison to be in?
What's the worst showmance we've seen in celebrity history? Like, what have we seen through the most?
Jeff, the one you said.
Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley.
That was horrible.
That kiss was. I think everyone remembers that if you're of age.
That was the beginning of cringe, I think. That was pretty bad. I think you brought up Tom Cruise is a...
He's notorious, allegedly, to have all these, very curated relationships from Nicole Kidman to Katie Holmes and contracts signed and Scientology involved.
Right.
Allegedly.
The Oprah couch moment.
Oh, God.
That's another one.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I'm so in love.
Yeah, that was weird.
Dude. Sofa, so good. Get a sofa?
Oh.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Welcome back. You know Harry Hamlin from his roles in LA Law and Mayfair Witches, but you also know him from his cooking show and famous sauce, as seen on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, now his sauce will be available to households everywhere. And earlier we spoke with him all about it. Check it out.
Please welcome back to the show, Harry Hamlin.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, Harry. Oh, Harry,
It's so
Harry,
good to see you
Harry.
guys.
Good to see you.
It's so good to see you and the announcement of the arrival of the sauce. Do you have any idea how much us Bravo-holics have been holding on hope, okay? So let's get to it because your sauce has really created a life of its own. It's gained so much praise, of course, after Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So did you ever expect it to be so beloved?
No, absolutely not. No, I mean, look, they asked me to cook lunch for these girls one day. And I'm sure they expected that I would go out and hire a caterer and do everything that everybody else does. But I said, why don't I, cook my bolognese for them and see how they like it, And I didn't expect them to rave about it. I thought they'd say, okay, this is okay, pretty good. But they raved about it, and they raved about the sauce. And then some stuff happened with the sauce that you couldn't control, and it got out into the zeitgeist, and it's become this thing. Like wherever I go, seriously, people come up to me and they go, "Oh God, I love your wife. Where can I get your sauce?" So, I mean, it's just one of those things where like I had to do it. I had no choice. I had to bring it out.
Wow.
Well, now that it is out in that zeitgeist, is it too much? Because are people just constantly asking you to make it for them? Is it like a little overwhelming?
Well, I found a company that could make it at scale. I mean, look, the big thing about if you make something on the stove at home and people like it, that's great. But if you want to sell it to people at large, you got to make a lot of it, right? And how do you find a company that can make a lot of something that you make a little of and make it taste just as good, if not better?
Whoa.
Because actually, I did a blind tasting with my neighbors. I've been feeding them this sauce every week for the last 25 years, every Sunday.
Yum.
And I did a blind tasting, and they picked the one from the factory over the one that I just made on the stove.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's really good. You found the right people.
See, I don't
then.
go to the factory. What I do is I just make one jar and sell it for $58,000.
No one buys it, Al.
Slow.
No one is buying
less
that.
of a market.
No
but
one
it's less
buys
work.
that.
Yeah.
It's rotting in the back.
Yeah, we had it all season. All right, people will soon be able to buy the sauce, and it even comes with this downloadable recipe and an instructional video, so there's some Harry in there. Is there one specific step in making the sauce that's really important to master?
Well, that's a good question. The thing is that our company, the Open Food Company that's putting the sauce out, we are going to give the recipe for the sauce, tell you how to make it at home, and you can make it at home if you want. It takes a couple of hours to go to the market, do all that stuff, or you can buy it from the shelf. As far as like how to do it, when to do it, that's going to all be in the QR code when you go online, and you can see how it's made. The sort of soft open is starting on the 8th of September, and it's at harrysfamous.com, which is sort of the name of the product. It's all the sauces we're going to come out with are under the Harry's Famous aegis. But I think that people will find that they can make it at home. It's going to taste great, or they can buy it. It's going to taste even better.
There you
Wow. He's like the new Newman's Own.
Oh my.
Paul Newman,
Oh,
but
my.
now
What we were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. We only got a minute
Newman
left.
from Seinfeld?
Sorry about that. So Harry, you and your niece, Chef Renee, just launched a food company together. So tell us about that.
The Open Food Company, it's the first completely open source food company that we know of, where we will be giving all of the ingredients and the recipes from the sauces that we sell to the public so they can make them at home if they want. And we'll have no artificial ingredients, no preservatives, no chemicals. It's going to be completely clean food that is kitchen found. I mean, nothing fancy that you have to go to some specialty shop to get. It's all going to be stuff that people can either make at home or go to the store and buy it.
I love it. Congratulations, Harry, and thank you so much for joining us again today. D-Meal Nation, Harry's Famous Sauce Rosemary Red Wine will be the first product to pre-launch at harrysfamous.com mid-September. Thank you again, Harry. Great to see you. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
This is it, the premiere episode of Daily Blast Live.
That's right, guys. We are live.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live.
Daily Blast Live.
Daily Blast Live.
After 7 incredible seasons, Daily Blast Live is wrapping up. Join us as we count down to our final goodbye on September 6th. It's hard to put into words just how much this journey has meant to all of us.
We're all in this together.
We've shared laughs.
Or does that taste like a neighborhood you've never been to?
Oh my God! I can't with you. I'm turning the camera.
Tears.
You are so generous to me.
And I hope she's still watching.
And countless unforgettable moments together.
Life is good for me.
And we thank each and every one of you for welcoming us into your homes every day.
And this is just the best send-off ever.
And for being a part of our DBL family.
That last keyboard.
That last note. Oh man, I don't know. How are you guys doing?
I feel so much joy in watching that, because when we first walked into this room, it was all black, nothing was here.
Yeah.
And we built this.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Amen.
I agree with that.
Can't take that away.
I agree. If you're finding it hard to fall asleep, a bath could help. Good transition. Experts say a warm bath at night tells your brain to relax, which can help you sleep. But get this, they also say that women need at least 20 to 30 minutes more sleep than men because they multitask throughout the day.
I've been saying this to my husband for a long time because he's like, why do you gotta nap? I don't nap. And I'm like, because my brain is multitasking more than yours.
You're absolutely right.
Why do you say that? Because Jacuzzi said it.
And we love them.
Yes.
We think they're great.
All right, we have 2 episodes.
All right, it's your bathtub game. Is it lacking and you need to revamp your bathroom? Jacuzzi can help you do it the right way. Jacuzzi offers an unmatched, stress-free remodeling process. Call 1-800-996-0017.
Maybe
or
Jacuzzi can help us.
That's right, Jacuzzi.
That's a parting gift.
Remodel.com, Jacuzzi.
Why'd you say it like you were in Greece?
Yeah, you really did.
Hey!
Maybe Jacuzzi could help us.
Grease
It's very strange.
We want a bath. All right, we'll see you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.